Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Home Affairs says that more still needs to be done to properly manage border posts around the country. The committee visited the Beitbridge border post today after heavy congestion during the festive period. Some members of the committee want the Home Affairs Minister, Dr. Motsoaledi, fired over alleged incompetence. Newsroom Africa's Pelani Bakhari joins us now from Beitbridge. Pelani, good afternoon to you. Busy day for the Portfolio Committee at the border. What have they found so far?
Well, definitely, the Home Affairs Chairperson, Advocate Bongani Bongo, tells us that what he has seen here needs a serious intervention of not only government, but all the relevant departments which need to constitute the so-called, the bill in itself, that is the Border Management Authority Bill that was already proclaimed by the President in July 2020. So at this particular stage, what he also seen within the border is that some people trying to illegally jump the border in itself into South Africa. He had himself and the committee being able to experience that firsthand, people walking just underneath the Beitbridge border in itself from the Zimbabwean border side into South Africa. Of course, a heavy military in the area presence. The presence of the military in the area had ensured that those who were seen, spotted, were then taken into custody and perhaps will be deported a little bit later on. But of concern, of course, already noted by the Democratic Alliance, which is also a member of the Portfolio Committee, was that it so seems that the minister might be tired of being a minister. Well, that's what Angel Kanyile was telling us, and that he should step aside. Seemingly he had failed to manage the borders of the country and seemingly not even prioritizing all the borders of the country. The ANC in itself came to the defense of the minister, saying that it is an effort that needs all government departments, and including that of Home Affairs, to work together in order to deal with the congestion that we see year in, year out here at the border post, including this one in Beitbridge.
Well, Pelani, it's one thing to blame our officials and to blame our ministers. I mean, certainly there must be some responsibility they must carry, but it's called a border post because it borders another country. It's not just the South Africans. I mean, were any of the MPs prepared to criticize Zimbabwe's role in this?
Well, that also came out quite extensively, saying that it so seems that there is little cooperation between the South African border side and as well as the Zimbabwean border side, and that little kind of coordination as far as work is concerned, it makes it difficult for borders, for border crossers to go through. So now that is in itself bringing to the forth the rollout of the mega infrastructure project that we are told by the Portfolio Chairperson Bongani Bongo that it will be in a rollout here in the near future, and that will ensure that there is only a one-stop port here, meaning that there will no longer be a side on the port of South Africa and another port of entry in the Zimbabwean side, but make it a one-stop port. And that project is in the pipelines, and they feel that with a concerted effort between the South African government and the Zimbabwean government, that will alleviate the kind of queues that we've seen here over the past a month or so, including coming into South Africa from the other side, where we are told to use manual kind of facilities to process documents, while here in South Africa they used electronic processes, solely putting the blame on the Zimbabwean government, saying that they are very slow when they process documents, hence the long queues we see bottlenecking here in South Africa when they are northbound, and on the other side when they are southbound. So that is the kind of information we are told, as far as the government needing to come together and talk and find a way that they can effectively and expeditiously deal with the matter here at the border post. Stephen?
Just looking at the current state of relations between the ANC and ZANU-PF, it doesn't seem to me that they're necessarily going to shake hands over it all very, very quickly. I mean, you talk again, and we've seen so much footage here on Newsroom Africa Channel 405 over the last year of people who just jump across the border. I mean, even the sight of our soldiers doesn't seem to stop people from doing that.
Well, nothing seems at this particular stage that would stop people from jumping the border. And remember, they are escaping the economic harsh realities in the Zimbabwean side. And in particular, currently, the lockdown are not sparing anyone who is unemployed in that country. So we have seen an influx. And as well, we are told by the people who work in the farms near the borderline that there has been seemingly a lot of the numbers going up at this kind of the year, this type of time of the year, where people are now jumping the borders in their numbers to try and even get as far as groceries concerned. We also reported here on Newsroom Africa about a week ago, Stephen, where we found in the bushes right there in the Limpopo River some groceries stacked there, and people literally come across the river illegally only to get those groceries and then go back again to Zimbabwe, telling you about the hard economic realities in that side. So a matter that is not going to be stopping at any time soon unless the two governments come to talk, and as well as the two political parties that are of course in power currently come to a mutual agreement on how they're going to deal with the issue of cross-border relations. Stephen?
Olani Pakhadi, thanks very much indeed. Do appreciate that. Live this afternoon for you from Beitbridge.